This person beating me senseless is a little guy named Veltness.
Alright, boss. I know I'm 19 days late. I forgot about it, and then I thought, I'll just scrap it. But then I was like, I kind of want to do this, but I don't want to wait till next year.
See, Veltness is the owner of the Lootbag SMP, which I auditioned for. And since I'm such a clever guy, I got in. So welcome to my first day on the Lootbag SMP. Well, this is it, the Lootbag SMP. I'm here. Looks like I'm gonna have a fun time. So one of the first things that happened was somebody's parrots got on my shoulders. Don't know whose they are, but it looks like they're mine now. Then I found a sack on the ground, and I suddenly understood the name Lootbag. Suddenly the sack opened up and gave me some pretty bad loot. I wasn't gonna complain though, because I just started this SMP, and I would take whatever I could get. Then I met up with the owner, and we had a talk.
Hello.
Hi.
Walk and talk, my friend.
Okay.
This is the Lootbag SMP, a new SMP that you're in now.
Yeah.
We're gonna hop into a call to talk to you about a little deal.
Okay.
I would give you all the riches. So today's the day of the election of the SMP. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You're running for president, but you get destroyed if you weren't president, Mr. Clever. If you're as broke as this and you're running for president, even if you win, you will be totally killed. But I could give you all the riches you desire. In fact, let me show you what you get as president. Not only do you rule 500 to 500 blocks on, you can make laws and everything. This is the president's room, office. All of this is yours. Now, I want to talk with you professionally. I can give you all the riches that you desire, but you owe me a favor in the future. That favor could come in any shape or form. I will give you legendary bags on top of legendary bags. Are you willing to make that deal?
Yeah.
I have riches. I have everything. Ever.
Yeah, I see that.
I say this, you just made a deal. I'll give you your riches. Don't forget, that favor can come in any shape.
Shape or form.
Your words have consequences.
Okay. Being a man of his word, Veltness gave me the riches. Then I found the man who owned the parrots that were hanging out on my shoulders. He seemed like a pretty chill dude, and he asked for them back. So I listened to him and I gave them back. First I tried the jumping method, which did not work. Then I jumped in some water and they immediately flew off. He thanked me and then walked away. I had all my riches, all the riches I could desire, and the time for the election was coming up. I was prepared. I had a speech in mind. I was ready to win this election. Real quick, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and when you subscribe, hit that post notification bell so you never miss an upload. Anyways, let's get back to looting that bag, sis. Purr. Me and the owner talked about the election. Then we sat there waiting for what felt like an hour. Audio that should be in this election is not there, and that is all the owner's fault. So, ghost and the owner, death threats. There were some pretty good speeches, but none of them compared to mine. No more taxes. I'll listen to everything you say. I'll open a Arby's, a McDonald's, a Wendy's, a KFC. I'll have a suggestion box. I'll listen to anything you say. Did I already say that? So, of course, I got elected. So the owner did the presidential ceremony. I even had a vice president. But then he got banned. If you've been keeping up, you would know that yesterday I joined the most destructive Bedrock SMP. And almost immediately after joining, I became the president. This episode of the Lootbag SMP gets a little crazy because I cannot keep a promise to the citizens because of Veltness. If you don't know who Veltness is, he owns the S&P. So let's get right into the video. You don't want to miss it. This man is Vertical, and right now, he's trying to assassinate me. But my boy 4 came in clutch. This wouldn't be the first time Vertical tried to assassinate me, and it for sure would not be the last. I was just walking around when I saw a chest with the best loot ever. Eventually, the owner of the S&P called me up and wanted to talk to me about something.
Hello, Clever.
Oh.
I'd love to talk to you about a business deal. As you know, you're now the new president of the Lootbag S&P. Walk and talk with me. Walk and talk.
Okay.
Bro, what's up? Oh. I would love to talk to you about taxes. Very beautiful thing that we make money from. Oh, you. From the Lootbag S&P. The richest, aka the biggest currency, are legendary bags. We should make a tax where the richer they are, the more they have to pay. Basically taxes, which makes it every 2 days. The poorest of the poorest have to pay 2 legendary bags, and the richer they are, they have to pay is more and more. Richest people pay 4 legendary. Not anything you're proposing. It'll also pay for you to be able to keep the biggest mountain ever. And I know that's your prized possession, and you really want to keep that, don't you?
Yeah.
So, best way to give us the money and the currency for that is taxes. And if they decline, we forcefully take it away from them. I've already did some taxes myself. I have 12 legendary loot bags. That can go into you. I can pay you that much. You can continue owning the greatest mountain of the loot bag S&P. I can pay you. But you'll have to open taxes. I can get the money. You can get the money to keep the mountain and money for yourself to be insanely rich. And we can start that off today. I would love to make a deal with you for 12 legendary bags to turn on taxes forever.
One of the reasons I became president is I promised no taxing. So what am I going to do when I tax the citizens?
It's too late now. They already voted for you. They can hate you all they want, but they can physically, mentally, spiritually do nothing. We will still have power. It doesn't matter what you promise them. It only matters what you get in return. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to get 12 legendary bags today. Right here, right now. Do you agree with the deal? Alright, as much as you want to be a good president, you know that you want that mountain, that the biggest mountain in Lootbag S&P, more than you want anything else. And
I guess.
pay you to keep it. We can already start taxing. So if it's in your best deal, I will get you 12 legendary bags. Okay. And then we'll start the taxing. If you want to get paid straight up before we do all the taxing, we can do that. Is that anything in you? Is that anything that you seem as interested in? Alright. Hello, Clever. I've returned.
Hi.
Of all the riches that you wanted. But here's the thing. I have the shulker, aka the loot case, ready with all the 12 legendary bags I promised you. But
Yes.
in order to get that, you must agree to everybody having taxes. And if that tax is paid, I must get pay, aka go ahead and read that contract. And when you're done reading that, sign the contract and give that back. You can have it. I'll go ahead and give you all the riches you want.
Now the hardest part was going to be that I had to tell the citizens about the taxing. And if any of you watched the last video, you'd know I promised them no taxes. So the hardest part came and I told the citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gathered here today because I couldn't fulfill the promise that I gave you. I told you guys that when I became president, no taxes would need to be paid. But that's not true. Every other day, you have to give up your legendary bags. I'm sorry about this. I signed a contract saying that I'm fine with it. The president, I have to keep that contract, and I have to fulfill the promise of the contract. Not the people. You have to pay one or more legendary bags every other day.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Yep, it went just as well as you expected. Well, that was episode 2. Bye, guys. Hi, I'm Clever, and I'm back on Lootbag SMP. I haven't made a video on Lootbag in 10 days, and I haven't even been on it in like a little over a week. But I'm back now, so enjoy the video. As soon as I hopped on, the owner teleported me to the new spawn so I could get a tour. And I feel it was safe to say there was some really cool builds. Then I went through the nether portal, and it wasn't a very special nether spawn. So when I went back through, I ended up at somebody's secret base. But the base wasn't very secretive. It was very obvious. Then the server just randomly restarted itself. But as soon as I hopped back on, I went to my friend Moon's base. Make sure to go subscribe to Moon. And eventually I got there. Then Moon pulled up, gave me 4 loot bags, and told me his plan. Moon's plan was to start his own nation where there was no taxes. And at this point, I was money hungry. But I wasn't mad that Moon wasn't making his citizens pay taxes, because Moon's been my friend for almost 2 years, so it's kind of hard to be mad at that. I then opened the 4 loot bags Moon gifted me, and I got as stacked as I could. I spent the rest of the night killing any mob that came in my path, not for loot bags, but for levels. Then I got full enchanted netherite. Well, my leggings weren't enchanted yet, but by the end of this episode, they will be. Then Veltness repeatedly killed Vertical. Then Veltness teleported here, but it wasn't for war. It was to pay me the tax money that he had collected over the span of the days I had been off. But the thing is, Veltness told me I was too rich and I didn't need the legendary bags. He said me and Moon were stacked and we intimidated him. Then me and Moon chased after Veltness because we were ready to fight him for that money. Then Veltness killed Moon, and he tried killing me, but I said sorry, and that if he paid me, we'd leave him alone. Veltness agreed to pay me the taxes, so he teleported Moon back to his loot. And I got the money promised. And you might be sitting here thinking, Clever, that's not that many loot bags. Why is there not that many? Well, legendary loot bags are really hard to get. One of the only ways you can get them is from a raid. And some idiots started a raid farm. And raid farms are banned. So that's how I got this much. If that raid farm was never made, I probably would have got way less. Then I had a plan to start a parrot army. And you might be thinking, Clever, why is a parrot army useful? It's not. I just felt like it. Then Moon and Veltness got in a little bit of a battle. And as you can see in chat, so did Vertical and Foro. And for some reason, I couldn't make my diamond axe into netherite. And I don't know why. Then Veltness started randomly fisting me. Do what you will with that information, I know you dirty fucks took it the wrong way. Literally 5 seconds after Moon finished his fishing dock, I started fishing. I don't know why my mic quality just went so weird, but okay. And you will not believe what I got from this fishing trip. Nothing. I didn't get a single thing. This fishing trip was useless. Then Veltness randomly just started chasing Moon out of the blue. Then Moon killed one of my parrots. And this experience reminded me of when my at-the-time girlfriend killed my parrot in Minecraft because I accidentally killed her cat. And then this happened.
I'm not
Continue.
trying to be mean. I never wanted this, bro. But he literally just is a corrupt owner. What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about? What
I
are you?
brought it, Paul. I bought. And I guess we can all agree that was an interesting moment. Then I found this weird penis. So, yeah. Anyways, that was my time joining back to the Lootbag SMP. If you liked this video, well, like this video and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on post notifications, and I will see you next time.